What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please make sure you click the notification bell and make sure you give me a big thumbs up and also leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. So y'all, today this video is about Liv's life. Liv, girl, you haven't even been in Florida one whole week, sis, and the drama has already started. So yesterday, y'all, it was going down on these YouTube streets. Liv's ex-best friend, MESHA B. MACKIN, honey, she got on her Instagram to basically let us know Olivia is a whole purse thief over there. Yes, honey. She said Olivia stealing Louis, Gucci, Yes, honey. MESHA said that Olivia took her Louis. Y'all, MESHA said that Olivia took her whole Louis. Y'all, it's a straight purse gate over there. So let me give y'all a little bit of the information if you have not been able to see some of these videos. So Olivia went live several times yesterday. And also MESHA went live on Instagram. So it started off with MESHA. MESHA went live on Instagram basically to talk to her followers. And she talked about Olivia having her Louis Vuitton. So I guess MESHA seen a video or a live where she's seen her purse. So I guess MESHA was like, hold up, sis. You be over there rocking whole Walmart bags and Coach bags. Now when you get a whole Louis? So to give you a little backstory, MESHA and Olivia were living together around towards the end of last year. MESHA needed a place to stay. Olivia stated because she was a friend, she let MESHA stay there. Olivia said that MESHA stayed there for about a month or so. But Olivia also stated the time that MESHA was there, MESHA didn't clean up after herself. She didn't wash dishes. She didn't do a lot of things, okay? So Olivia claimed that she was getting upset, you know, but although she was getting upset, Olivia was never saying anything to the girl. Now, Olivia didn't say that, but you can clearly tell that she didn't, because she basically was like, I just don't understand how you go take a bath in somebody's tub and not wash out the tub. This my baby's tub. Well, sis, we do understand when you take a bath in a tub, you should definitely clean it out for the next person. But sometimes you might have to tell people that, you know, you don't know how people live. Everybody live differently, right? So Olivia stated that it was one particular day, MESHA left. I guess she had cooked or something, and there was already dishes in Olivia's sink, and MESHA put more dishes in the sink. And Olivia said when she got up, more than likely like Olivia, probably 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when she got up, she realized there was dishes in her sink that she didn't put there. And she was just like, wait a minute, girl, why you didn't wash the dishes? So they had a phone conversation, and Olivia was like, girl, why you didn't wash these dishes? And MESHA was like, what? The next thing you know, she said MESHA comes back. MESHA on the phone with her mama, and MESHA was basically saying to her mama, F this B. And Olivia's like, who are you talking to? So MESHA basically didn't say anything to Olivia, pushed past her, not like pushed her, but just walked past her, went into the room or whatever area MESHA was occupying while she was living there, gathered all her things and left. But in the midst of MESHA leaving, she left her Louis Vuitton speedy bag behind. So once MESHA more than likely got to her destination and was going through her stuff, she realized her purse was gone. So she texted Olivia, and Olivia acted like she didn't know what she was talking about. So MESHA was like, girl, it's not like I've been living all over the city of Dallas. Like, my purse is over there. So MESHA called the police to send the police over there to get the purse. And then when the police come, Olivia answered the door, and they basically said MESHA's name. She said she left some belongings here when she was staying here. We're here to retrieve the belongings. And Olivia acted like she didn't even know who the police was talking about. When the police said MESHA's name to Olivia, Olivia was like, who? What? Yeah, nobody by that name lives here. Well, of course she doesn't live there anymore, sis. Y'all done fell out. She gone. But you do know her purse is there. So Olivia says in the video, in the live that she did yesterday, that she didn't realize the purse was even there until she was packing up, moving back to Florida. So I was like, wait a minute, sis. You mean to tell me you didn't see a whole Louis Vuitton bag laying around? It's not like MESHA was living there for 6 months. Based off what Olivia said, MESHA was only there for like a little over a month. So I'm pretty sure MESHA wasn't just making herself at home. I mean, Olivia, you live in a whole 2-bedroom. So I'm more than likely wherever MESHA's stuff was at, she probably had it like in a little section of where, whatever, if she was in the bedroom, living room, wherever. I'm pretty sure MESHA just didn't spread all her things out, making herself at home. So what do you mean you didn't see the purse? Olivia tried to make like she didn't know it was there. She didn't see it. So I was like, girl, either one of two things. One, you're lying. Or two, your house is straight nasty if you didn't know a whole Louis Vuitton Speedy bag was sitting up in your house. It's kind of hard not to see. So there was some arguments between Olivia and MESHA. I guess there was one particular night right before New Year's. Olivia, Brandon, and MESHA's friend Jay went out for drinks, and also Gerard's sister. So when they finished at the bar was getting ready to close. The friend Jay was like, y'all come back to my house. We ain't got to let this party end. Let's go on over here and we finish chilling, whatever. When they get over there, Olivia didn't know MESHA was there. So I guess when Olivia and Gerard's sister got there, MESHA thought they was coming to jump her. And y'all, Olivia ended up leaving. Gerard's sister ended up leaving. They didn't actually get into an altercation, but it was just a whole big old mess. So y'all, at the end of the day, this is what I want to say. In Olivia's live that she took down, she talked about MESHA's baby daddy. So apparently MESHA has a baby daddy that lives in Houston. And y'all remember Houston Gate, when the three mommies and Ming all went to Houston. And there was the whole situation with the guy that Olivia was hooking up with. Remember, she said some money got stolen. What Olivia said in the live yesterday, that MESHA's boyfriend stole her money. So as she was trying to tell that story, she also says, oh yeah, by the way, sis, yeah, your baby daddy, yes, sis, he tried to screw me. So I was like, what? She said, yeah, I didn't tell you that, but yes, he most definitely did, honey. He tried to get up on this booty. I was like, Olivia, sis, you're more of a snake than I thought you were. So you mean to tell me your homegirl's baby daddy tried to push up on you and you decided not to tell her that? Well, sis, what made you not tell her? Like, what type of friend doesn't do that? Y'all let me know down below if your friend, baby daddy, try to push up on you. Would you not tell your homegirl that your baby daddy ain't no good? Y'all let me know down below. From what it's understood, Olivia is calling herself keeping the whole Louis Vuitton, which I find it kind of strange because this is the same woman says she don't care anything about purses. Y'all know when Olivia go to Coach, she act like she got a whole Chanel bag over there. So she says, you know, she doesn't do designer, she doesn't care anything about designer, but yet you holding this girl's purse hostage and you know it's not yours. Now the only thing that I could think of is Olivia's keeping the purse because she felt like, well girl, you stayed here and you didn't give me any money, so I'ma just use this as rent. But if that is the case, did y'all have an understanding before MESHA moved up in there? Did you guys have an understanding of, okay, girl, how long do you need to stay here? Do you need to stay here 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? And if so, did you guys have an understanding of how much money you were going to charge her for staying there? Because if y'all didn't have that understanding, your sis, she don't owe you anything. That's your fault that you didn't demand any money from her. That's your fault that you was walking around your house feeling hostage because you couldn't tell somebody to clean up after themselves. Sis, that's your fault. Word on the curb, y'all. MESHA said in her live that Olivia's over there living straight trife life. She said Olivia over there living like 8 Mile, and that's why Gerard don't want her. Y'all, it was a whole big old debacle. Olivia also was talking about that girl's child. She said MESHA don't have her baby, her mama raising her baby. And I was just like, you know what? This is what I noticed. Again, you guys, we don't know anything about MESHA other than the little stuff we know about her. We definitely know a lot about Olivia. I've been following her for almost, over 2 years. And what I noticed about Olivia, y'all, she can't keep any relationships, friendships, romance-ships. Like, these relationships that just don't work out. Like, even with Brandon, y'all. Brandon over there acting like a whole lap dog. While Olivia was telling her side of the story about MESHA, Brandon was all in the mix, Now, it's understood that Brandon was friends with MESHA, and I'm thinking that's how Olivia met Brandon, other than at the pizza place. But my thing is this. That's girl stuff, Brandon. You don't have anything to do with that. And while you jumping all in the middle, remember y'all, Gerard did that too. Remember how Gerard was getting on the lives when Olivia was getting into it with the reactors, and Gerard had his little 2 cents that he threw in trying to protect his woman, and now they not even a whole item anymore. Like, if I was Brandon, I would stay out of that, because if all he got to do is go back at the history of Olivia's channel and see how messy Olivia's is. Like, she's always into something on these YouTube streets. We're going to talk about a few little things. I have some questions that I actually want to ask you guys, and I'm going to give you guys a little homework for the comment section. I want you guys to answer these questions for me, because after listening to Olivia and listening to MESHA, you know, it's a shame that their friendship had to end up like that. But I'm going to say this. From what MESHA said, people warned her about Olivia and she didn't take heed. And from what Olivia said, people warned her about MESHA, she didn't take heed. But I really want to know who are the people that warned her about MESHA, when MESHA herself said the friends that Olivia, the associates that Olivia had, was because of me. She said they were my homegirls and homeboys. From what MESHA said, people wasn't really effing with her like that. But y'all, at the end of the day, all this has to do with the fact that Olivia didn't set ground rules when MESHA came to her house to live. And then also, when MESHA left, she didn't make sure she had all her belongings. So this is what all this boiled down to. But at the end of the day, Olivia, you need to give that girl back her purse. Because one thing's for sure, she stayed there for 1 month, sis. Or maybe a month and a week. But at the end of the day, it wasn't $800 worth. The rent there, whatever you would have charged her, you definitely wouldn't get charge her no $800. So that purse is not your collateral. That's not your rent. Get that girl back her purse and move on. Because like you said, you don't care anything about designer. It's not even about the principal, girl. You just trying to be hateful. And it doesn't even make sense. This is the same girl you shouted out on your channel. You help her channel get subscribers. MESHA says she's still working to get monetized. But Olivia, you even helped this girl get a whole channel over there. Like, girl, stop playing. You play too much. Like, y'all, oh my God. So my first question to you guys is this. If you have a friend who needs a place to live, do you charge them rent for the duration of their stay? And if your friend stay with you, should they buy their own groceries and cook separately? Or should you charge them a flat rate and cook for the whole family? Y'all let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know your thoughts down below. And so the second question is, if a former roommate skips out on rent and leaves personal belongings behind, do you keep it for your back rent? That's another question I want you guys to answer down below. The third question is, do you allow friends or family to live with you? Because y'all, we know it's a whole different story when you live with somebody. Like, for most part, you don't know somebody until you actually live with somebody, because you really get to know how this person is, because you're dealing with them in their own habitat. And I feel like MESHA didn't really know who Olivia was until she started living with Olivia. And she realized who Olivia was. And obviously, Olivia probably realized some things about MESHA that she didn't like as well. So it's unfortunate that these two grown women couldn't deal with their indifferences in a whole different way. It's a shame that they have to spill it out on YouTube. But y'all, we already know Olivia loves the drama. This is what she strives for. This is what she does here on YouTube. Primarily since she's been on here. She's gotten to it with everybody that we can even think of. Even her own Mamiana gang, y'all. She fell out with them. Like, this girl cannot have relationships. Like, it's so weird. And then she always tries to act like she is the victim. Based off my observation, it's like Olivia never tells her faults in a situation. Like this situation with her and MESHA, like, sis, you don't feel like you had any fault in this? Like, at the end of the day, you allowed your anger to boil over because you didn't speak up and tell your friend, sis, I think you're a little trife life over here. You didn't speak up. If that's truly how you felt, you ignored it and didn't speak up for yourself. Like, girl, that was your house. Why are you tiptoeing around the house that you pay bills, rent bills for? Then MESHA, you yourself. If you was feeling some type of way of how Olivia was talking to you, treating you, you should have sat down with that girl like two women should have and had a conversation with her. And maybe this wouldn't be going on right now. I don't know. But y'all definitely meet me down below. Make sure you guys answer those questions and give me your thoughts and opinions on all this whole Pursegate debacle. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next video. If you like these type of commentary videos, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to click your notification bell so therefore every time I put out a new video, you'll be the first to know it. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye bye.